Think about the most emotionally secure person you know. I bet they haven't posted a photo online in years. You might think they are missing out on the fun, or maybe they are just naturally shy. But psychologists have discovered that people who stay invisible online have actually unlocked a massive unfair advantage. Every time you craft a caption and hit share, you are making a dangerous psychological trade. Today we are breaking down the fascinating psychology of the non-poster, and why going ghost mode might be the ultimate flex. We have been sold a lie that if you aren't visible, you don't really exist. But after analyzing the behavioral psychology behind why we share our lives, it becomes clear that the digital game is completely rigged. By treating our daily experiences as a performance, we are actively destroying our actual happiness. Let's look closely at the science of silence and explore exactly why stepping off the digital stage is the smartest move you can make right now. To understand this, we have to look at the performance trap. Sociologist Irving Goffman talked about how we all wear different masks to control how others see us in society. Social media did not invent this human behavior, but it put that mask on a brightly lit stage with a billion-person audience forever. Every caption you write is a script, and every photo you upload is a carefully curated stage. The public feed forces us to filter reality, which leads directly to exhaustion, comparison, and anxiety. This brings us to a crucial psychological concept called psychological ownership. This is defined as the deep, internal feeling that something belongs entirely to you. When you share a meaningful moment online, you trade that ownership for external validation. Your private joy suddenly becomes public commentary, which dilutes the purity of the moment. By making it public, you lose the essence of what made the experience special in the first place. People who hate posting have recognized this hidden transaction and simply refuse to give away their most profound moments. Psychologists also discuss two distinct types of self-awareness that explain this behavior perfectly. Public self-consciousness involves constantly worrying about how others see and judge you, while private self-consciousness means thinking deeply about your own thoughts and values. People who don't post lean heavily towards the private side of that spectrum. Instead of asking how an experience will look to their followers, they ask how it actually feels to them in the present moment. This mindset is a clear sign of high emotional intelligence. These individuals have developed what is known as a strong internal locus of control. This means their overall sense of worth comes from within themselves rather than from external approval. They do not need strangers on the internet to confirm their happiness, because they just need to feel it directly. You might naturally wonder what these people are actually doing with their time if they are not documenting their days. Silence is often mistaken for absence, but for these invisible individuals, silence is where the actual work is happening. They are building their lives, mastering their crafts, and rigorously protecting their peace. They are out there doing things while other people are merely posting about doing things. It is also important to note that you cannot just be a passive observer to win this game. Just scrolling through feeds without posting can still trigger a harmful comparison cycle in your brain. The most secure individuals avoid the constant attack of comparing their messy, real Tuesday afternoons to someone else's perfectly performed life. They protect their mental space by avoiding the digital illusion entirely. So, do you have to completely disappear to be happy? Not necessarily, because going completely off the grid is not always practical for modern survival, networking, or maintaining your friendships. Instead, the people who are truly winning have embraced a modern concept called strategic invisibility. They have intentionally moved their sharing from the public stage into private group chats and hidden micro-communities. They understand deeply that they do not need 1,000 strangers to validate their day. They only need a few deep, genuine connections. Your life is simply too valuable to be packaged into content for an algorithm. It is time to reclaim your psychological ownership, step off the stage, and remember that you do not need to be loud to be incredibly powerful.